I'm Judy Cunningham,
And I'm Caroline Cunningham,
and we are two of the teaching farmers at Country Gardens Farm.
teaching people how to grow, cook, and preserve good foods.
Come on to the kitchen with us now.
Today we are going to be making mayo and also,
Mustard.
for this recipe, we will be using avocado oil, Dijon mustard, apple cider vinegar, and some sea salt. And also some eggs that are pasture raised. My uncle and aunt raised them, and the pasture that they are raised on is actually in my front yard.
And these eggs are from happy hens that forage on green grass.
We'll start the mayonnaise recipe by putting 1 cup of avocado oil.
And using this avocado oil into this mayonnaise recipe makes it a healthier oil. It's a lot better to use it than it is some of the seed oils.
And also vegetable oils.
Yeah, better than the vegetable oil. Yep.
Once I put in the Dijon mustard and apple cider vinegar, it kind of, sometimes to me it kind of looks bubbly, and it looks really cool to see it all mixed together when you put it in.
Oh yeah. Go.
We put 1 egg, and I'll crack it into a separate container just to make sure there's no eggshells in the eggs.
Looks good. Look how orange it is. That's a pretty egg.
And we'll pour it into there. Makes a very golden, yellowish looking color. And
So what's
then
next?
we'll put the apple cider vinegar. We'll do 1 tablespoon. You don't have to do the apple cider vinegar right now, but it's easier. Like, you can put the Dijon mustard first, but it makes it easier for the Dijon mustard to go out because the apple cider vinegar makes it more slick.
Makes it easier to clean the spoon, huh?
It does that too.
Uh-huh. And you're getting some health benefits from that apple cider vinegar too.
And then now we'll do a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. See how the Dijon mustard just kind of fell out? And then now that that's finished, we'll put some salt. For the salt, it isn't really a certain amount, but I do just like a few 1 or 2 shakes.
You kind of do that, people learn what they like, the taste they like. Yeah.
Because the salt, it's kind of like, you can add more if you like more of a salty flavor, or even less if you don't really like that part of it at all. And now we'll use the immersion blender, and we'll start at the bottom. For this recipe, you kind of do need the immersion blender. It would be much easier. I've never seen anybody do it without the immersion blender.
Yeah, the whisk, you would have to whisk a lot to get that mixed up.
Yes. You can mix it until it's thick and creamy, and then that's when you can stop. And some of the best things to put it on is the ground beef that you can get at Country Gardens farm stand, and also any meat that you enjoy mayonnaise on. You can store it in the refrigerator for 1 to 2 weeks. It often doesn't take my family long to eat it because we enjoy it so much.
Okay, I'm going to tell you how to make the classic American yellow mustard. Mustard, you can make all these different kinds, and you can put a lot of different variations on it, but this is going to be just your basic yellow mustard. Okay, we're going to start out with 1 cup of cold water. We're going into a boiler because we're going to have to cook this some. Okay, and then it's going to be 3/4 cup of ground mustard powder. So let's see, I got a 1/4 cup here, so we're going to give us 3/4 of a cup. Woo, I'm making a mess, Caroline, but it's okay, isn't it? Okay, this is going in there with the water.
Makes the water look all yellowish.
It does. It's going to be pretty and bright yellow. What do you like to put mustard on?
I like to, sometimes I'll mix it with my mayonnaise actually, and we like to do burger bowls, and I often mix it with my mayonnaise.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Sometimes I'll do ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard.
Mmm. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we've got our ground mustard in. Now we're going with the distilled white vinegar. And I know you can use some variations of this, but we're going to go with the 1/4 cup. Alright.
It has a strong smell, doesn't it?
It does, 3/4 teaspoon of salt. So we're going to go, let's see. I'm using some of the sea salt because you get some of your minerals and all from the sea salt. And it has a delicious flavor to it too. Okay, a little bit of turmeric. And you know what the turmeric does for us?
I don't.
Okay, turmeric also, it helps and all with inflammation in the body, but it also gives it a beautiful orangey golden color. So we've got a 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, we'll put that in there.
It does look like, it does have the pretty orangey golden color.
It does, doesn't it? Okay, and then we're going to do just a pinch of paprika. And I think that's just for flavor. So we're going to do just a little, whoop, we got a clump of it. We don't want to do that much. All right, and now we're going to use our whisk, and we're going to start mixing it together. And once we get it all whisked, all the ingredients combined and whisked together, then we're going to put it on the stove, and we're going to bring it up to a simmer, and it's going to need to simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. The main thing is it's going to simmer until it starts getting thick, like a paste. You want it pretty thick. What do you think? Ready for the stove yet?
It looks delicious.
Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to tip it up so you can see. And can you see a little bit of it? And then we're fixing to take it to the stove. We're going to put it on just a low heat, a little bit high, about medium heat to start with. And the whole time that this is cooking, we've got to keep it whisked so that it won't stick and so that it's all combines together. And once it comes to a simmer, we'll turn it down to low. But it takes about 10 to 15 minutes, just until it gets that thickening going. This is what it looks like whenever you get it down to a paste. Like that. Some of this has already gone out now, but we'll take this and remove this to a jar. And we've got a jar here. And put it in there. Doesn't look like much because I've already used some, but there you go. And if you wanted to, you could put a little squirt of honey in there, just a little bit, because you're not trying to make it real sweet, but just a little squirt, and stir it in there, and then you would have honey mustard. What do you think? Honey mustard? Pretty good. Okay, another variation you can do if you like a spicier mustard is you can use the mustard seed and mustard powder in combination. And that would be in combination with like a white wine vinegar, or you could use the apple cider vinegar or the white vinegar, and the salt and some of your sea salt and all in here. But to use the mustard seed, okay, you want to take those and you're going to put those into your mortar and pestle, and you're going to just grind them down some, and you're not going to get them down to a complete powder. You just want to break them up some. This is using the mortar and pestle just to kind of crush it up a little. You're not trying to make a powder out of it. You're just trying to crush your mustard seed some so that you're releasing that flavor. We'll put some in my hand here so you can kind of see. You take this crushed mustard seed and you take your mustard powder, use about 2 tablespoons of mustard seed you're using, 1/4 cup of the ground mustard powder, then put a 3/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of water, and put that into a mason jar, and then you take your immersion blender and blend this up. I've already got it blended. But this is going to be a one that you're going to have to let set for a couple of days before you taste it, because those mustard seeds like that are very strong and it mellows out. So you just put your cap on it, set it out, and let it mellow out for a couple of days before you use it.
And now I'll show a finished product of the mayonnaise, whole grain mustard, and yellow mustard. First, we got our mayonnaise. See it right there. And then our whole grain mustard. Only do a little bit because it's very liquidy.
Yep, it'll set up as it mellows out. It'll get thicker.
And then we'll put some yellow mustard. It doesn't really like getting off the spoon, does it?
There you go.
And these are our 3 condiments that we made in this video.
We hope you have fun making these recipes and just have a good time in the kitchen.
And now I'll share a Bible verse with you. Jeremiah 23:5-6. Behold, the days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will raise up for David righteous, bench he shall reign as king, and deal wisely, and shall secure justice and righteousness, and land in his days. Judah will be saved, and Israel do well securely. This is the name by which he will be called. Lord is our righteousness. Jeremiah 23:5-6. Jeremiah 23:5-6.
Great job.
Thank you. Please join us for our next video of cooking with the Cunninghams. Bye.
Bye-bye.